squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Give to the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Duke. They'll try to get outside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic...
Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Noles want to pick up the tempo.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass, it's Dennis. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Watson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
It'll be a draw. Powers through the defender. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Might as well give it to him again. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Williams. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Breaks into the open. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Duke's emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game. They'll try a second time.
3:25.
Now on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And he gets the first down, and I guess, you know, fourth down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window. Now you've got a card that tells you your percentages of getting on fourth down and scoring and not kicking field goals and a whole nother area to monitor in case of coaching.
That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a...
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. It's a draw. Turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The quick out, and this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Give to the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Dennis. Unloads to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Duke. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the ready. Jackrabbit.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. QB draw. Shakes off the defender. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense looks as if it's coming. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Dead center perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Williams. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Still sitting at their own 20 after that last one. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Dennis. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gonna sling it on second down. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Blue Devils in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Tyler. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. And explosive play has him. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They try to pop a run on the draw. At the 35, he's loose. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, it's Dennis. Here's a heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Dropping back, it's Dennis. Makes the catch, it's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down.
Green 25.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Going with the ground game left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Blue Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Duke. And the route is on. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense might bring the house here. Back to throw, it's Dennis. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Jackrabbit.
Motion from the wideout. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The run to the right. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Moore. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Dennis. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Watson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Noles! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Handoff to the single back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And some room to work. There he goes! Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys. Your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Looking for a man, it's Dennis. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will the
pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground.
Going for the big play. And the defense was on its heels after that long complete. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go. way, and he loses the timeout. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They're going to run it. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll try to pop the draw. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's Dennis. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. Right on the money. Defense falls on the ball. Gonna be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
42 Spider, 4-2 spot, Yankee blue.
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Okay, ready?
The Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Duke. And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week, you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Dennis. Grab near the marker, it's Jacobs. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Defense looks like they're coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown Seminoles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Burrell. Inside the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire.
Kill. Lizzie. Tuna. Kill.
He might want another play.
Ready, go.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. With the catch, it's Jacobs. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Plucks it out of the air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quickly complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Now this team has consecutive